The May Finals are just right around the corner or maybe even here for you already. So getting to our first map, Hotrock Mine, right up there. We have our top brawler for this map, which is Rosa. Rosa is very OP, especially with her plant life star powers go so well with a gadget which she can cross over to the other side with ease, taking out the enemy opponents like it's nothing. Jean is also really powerful in this map because there are some places, especially in the middle, where the Jean can just control the mid with her spread shots, which is super duper OP, especially with a pool, which can just destroy the other opponent's chances of winning. And also, use magic puffs. Sprout, oh Sprout with overgrowth, Sprout dominates this map. Rosa goes left, Jean goes mid for all the gems, and Sprout goes all the way to the right. He can control the right like nobody's business because he just does so much damage bouncing around those bushes so that he can get as much damage as possible. Honorable mentions, Rico is very OP because of his aggressiveness. You can go either the left or the right lane. Poco is basically a very good gem carrier and can heal Rosa quite a lot. Mr. P is a little bit like Sprout and controls the field with his penguins. Nita's bear paws can also turn the game around just like Jean, and definitely push Nita on the right lane. Jackie, BB and Primo don't dominate Backyard Bull because of how open it is. It's a whole new meta from here. First place goes to Ems because Ems just does so much damage with Friend Zoner just eliminating Mortis and all the other brawlers. You should be hyped about hype because hype is OP in this. Remember, don't waste your Friend Zoner because you only have 2 users. B is also really good in Brawl Ball, especially in this map where it's more open for her to shoot. Definitely use instant B loader star power because it's so OP, doing tons of damage even if you miss. Remember to put your gadget behind walls to stop the enemy team from approaching. Pam, the reigning thickness, dominates the center of this map with Mama Squeeze, especially with how much healing she can provide with her gadget and how she can stave away those pesky little bees from a turret. The health Pam has compared to Poco beats him all the way. Special mentions include Poco because he has a lot of healing just like Pam but has less health. Frank because he has so much health and definitely can dominate the center with his super, especially with his new gadget. Just be careful of those Sprout supers. Nita's gadget is just as OP in Brawl Ball as in Gem Grab, and Sprout does very well shooting behind those walls. Be careful of your positioning though. Cornel Grande is not where Ariana Grande thrives. It is where Sprout still thrives. Sprout is the king of this map because he can dominate one lane, either the left or the right. His overgrowth star power also helps him hit shots much easier. Mr. P, who is just like Sprout, can help support the middle lanes, and his penguins can definitely push the other team back, helping Sprout hit more shots. In such a bushy map, Rosa does tons of damage to the enemies, especially with Poco healing her. Her plant life star power also helps her get more survivability in this map. Tick, Poco and Brock deserve a special mention. Tick can act a bit like Sprout, pushing enemies back all the way. Poco can help back Rosa up using his Da Capo star power and his very useful gadget. Brock does tons of damage to the enemy opponent, but be careful of where you position him. Next up, Pitstop. This is a rather open map with quite a few walls for throwers to hide behind. This map is very good for a lot of brawlers, including Bull, BB, Dynamite, Barley, and Nita. Since there are so many brawlers that make the cut, I will be removing the ranking system for this map. So Heist is where the championship starts getting harder, so pay closer attention. Bull is very good in this map because he can just sneak up all the way to the left or right side to the high safe and can definitely lure some of the enemy opponents in. I would say Tough Guy is better because of how much health he can tank. The damage, knockback and speed of BB definitely helps BB earn her place in this map. Using her home run star power, she should run all the way to the safe, but during that duration, she should also try to kill as many brawlers. Dynamite can do tons of damage to the safe. And if you're not experience in dodging shots with Dyna Jump, I suggest you using Demolition. As Dynamite, try your best to keep your distance, and remember, for a good base rush to happen, to deal lots of damage to safe, make sure gather up all 3 people to go right to the safe. Nita's Hyper Bear is also really useful because it can just do so much damage onto the safe, and with Bear Paws, the enemies cannot properly defend. Your thrower option is not limited to only Dynamite. Don't use Sprout, by the way, he sucks, just like Tick in this heist map. Use Barley. Barley is quite useful because he can do quite a lot of damage and also defend well with his Sticky Syrup Mixer gadget. I feel Extra Nauseous is better because he can have more survivability while attacking the safe. There's some skill required in beating, some assembly required. Batting Stance does a lot on this map to ensure that BB has the right amount of health to go into battle. She can easily get the bolts by whacking at the enemy opponents and just destroying them. BB works best on the left lane or right lane. El Fuego! El Fuego comes in very handy for El Primo, especially just destroying your opponents on either the left or right lane. Make sure you use the 3-lane tactic for all the maps because it's a really useful strategy. Do I even have to say why Sprout is so good? Sprout is just way too OP, dominating the middle of this map. Barley and Penny both deserve a special mention. Barley can act a bit like Sprout, doing damage in the center. I would say, still medical use. Although Extra Nauseous is still okay for you if you want. Penny just goes for the Ike turret with Balls of Fire, doing as much damage to the Ike turret as possible. These are the final team comps. I will start off with Gem Grab all the way to Siege, and I'll say our recommendation, then Lex's recommendation. Gem Grab, our recommendation. Jean, Rosa, Mr. P. Lexus, Jean, Sprout, Ems. Brawl Ball, our recommendation. B, Ems, and Pam. Lexus, Sprout, Brock, and Pam. For Bounty, our recommendation is Sprout, Mr. P, and Rosa. Lexus is Sprout, Poco, and Rosa. For Heist, our recommendation is Boo, BB, and Dyna. And Lexus is BB, Nita, and Ems. Siege, our recommendation is Sprout, BB, and Primo. And Lexus is Sprout, BB, and Primo also. So I would like to thank you guys for watching today's video, and I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.